Hi, beloveds, greetings. Welcome to Songs of the Stars. My name is Boipelo, and this is today's reflection. And this is the song for today, beloveds. So the conversations for today, key focus is on Dosa, on Jupiter, on the truth, the planet that really governs our truth, and our understanding, of course, ruled by Sagittarius. This is the ability to know, our inner ability to know and to understand, as the Rastafarian community will say, to overstand, to 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 be in the know. And I think it's also the growth, the growing in understanding. So that's why it is also classified as the expander, the expansiveness. And also, is of course at this moment in Capricorn, so still reflected, restricted, still restricted, in this time. Because this is a planet that loves to expand and to grow, and Capricorn is all restrictive, and just saying, hone in on this understanding, hone in on, take time to hone in on what it is, and really mature it into something, something magical, something really beautiful. And this really greatly speaks to this restriction that we're in right now, where we're all being restricted to move, to grow, to expand, as we usually also kind of take it for granted, how very easily life just trots along, and we can do whatever we want to do with it, and the key conversations for today, we have a lovely a sextile, which is a harmonious conversation, a conversation of pathways for growth with Nalane Neptune, which is telling us that there's an opportunity for us to receive the greater understanding. There's an understanding for us to see the underlying reasons behind this time, to gain almost like a spiritual understanding, which is the understanding that is at the base, I guess, of the creation, is over and above like what we seem physically, is a much higher perspective on the situation that we can gain from a day like today. But then there's also two very important conversations of tension, conversations that are saying there's a lack of integration, with Mpatlalatsane as well as with Rahu, our north node. So let's start with Rahu in Gemini, saying that we today we are we're reassessing. We're still reassessing, and the mental clarity is not really there. It's not really sort of in unison, within our awareness of our north, of where we are going. So it can be a little bit of a murky time. So it's okay. Be patient with yourself and be patient with what the process that you're going through. This is just what the universe is energetically reflecting right now. Our universe, and then that conversation of tension as well with Mpatlalatsane, with the harmony, the harmony of life, and the creative inspiration of life being in this cycle as well, which is the cycle that we're in. Saying, this conversation of tension is at home at the moment in Taurus. So, she is kind of in her element, while Dosa, Jupiter is not, and almost having to there's two opposing opinions, and I think with the guidance from the song now leading into the song, to value, like to pay, to understand, to really truly understand the. And now going back to the song for today, that because the Mphatalpan is also our values, the things that we value, and we're somewhat being forced to reconcile, to reevaluate what are our values and our value systems, and within the restriction, within what it is we are focused on at the moment, what it is that we are being focused to say, okay, this is where we are going to expand in, and so it's actually a great time to look at that, to look at the value of maybe to look at, if you're a business in business, to reevaluate your pricing models, your pricing structures, because the universe is kind of gently leaning us and ushering us into that energy, reflection on our values, a reflection on the things that we value. It can be financial, it can also be what things that are important to us, what are the things that are important to us, and kind of re-evaluate that and hone in on that today, to really understand the value of something. The song is saying that is to pay, is to pay, is to know what it feels like, if you are someone who has a maid, who cleans up after you, you can only really understand what that job is and what the job is like if you've done that, so similarly, to know when something is clean is to know if you have done it yourself or not, so quite often we can overlook some of these things, and take things for granted, take energy, take life for granted, and I think this time is a great reminder for us to to count our blessings, to look at how much we have, to look at how much we've been taking for granted, how much we've been taking for granted, and at the same time, use that as a reflection of on self, how much have you been taking yourself for granted, and maybe it's time to readjust certain things, so yeah, this is the key for this day, to to redefine those values and those balances, because this entire period is a great time for us to be to be redoing, to be rethinking, to be reassessing, because we are in a time of change. So we can change. We have so much potential to change right now, but we always have potential to change each and every day. So that is this message for today. I'll send you my love. I look forward to seeing you soon again. Much love to all.